Hi everyone, my name is Courtney. I'm a Xero payroll champion here at Xero. Today I'm going to be taking you through another Xero payroll topic, which is adding a new employee to Xero. This session is targeted to HR or payroll officers, and I'll be taking you through the Xero demo company to teach you how to add a new employee to Xero. As you know, payroll information is sensitive, so for the purpose of this training, I will be using fictional employee payroll information. In today's case, that employee is John Adam. So let's get started. From the demo company home screen, we're going to be going to payroll and employees. From here, this shows you all of the employees in our business. So to start, on the top right, we're going to add a new employee. From here, we're going to enter all of the employees' payroll information. So today is Mr. John. His date of birth is the 1st of the 1st, 1998. His job title is General Manager, and he is a male. His address is 123 Adams Road, and we can see here it's picked it up for us, South Australia. We're going to add in his mobile number. Yeah, his email address, John Adam. And we're going to invite John to payroll so that he can see all of his pay slips. Now we're going to add his emergency contact, which is his partner, Sarah, and Sarah's mobile number, and Sarah's email address. And from here, we're going to select Save. This has now generated John within our system, and now we can follow through and add his information to the following tabs. So the next tab is Employment. From here, we're going to enter in all of John's employment information. So to start with, John is an employee. His income type is salary and wages. He is employed on a full-time basis. He started on today's date. He's not paid under an award, so we don't need to add this classification in. John's paid on a fortnightly basis, so we're going to add him to the fortnightly calendar. John is not part of any specific employee group, so we'll leave that out. John's holiday group is South Australia, as he lives in South Australia and is entitled to the public holidays. We're going to include his holidays in his payslip so he can see when he's been paid for a public holiday. Next, we add John's ordinary earnings rate. So this is the type of hours that he's paid for, which is just ordinary hours. As a general manager, John's also authorised to approve leave for his employees and their timesheets. We're also going to add John's super membership. So from here, we'll select the Hester Super Fund because that is a fund that John has nominated, and his member number, and select Add. From here, we'll select Save and move along to the Taxes tab. From here, we'll enter John's tax file number. Obviously, that is, there we go. Then we're going to select that John is an Australian resident. He doesn't have a withholding variation, and he is a regular taxpayer. John has HEX debt, so he has a study and training loan. He is also going to claim the tax-free threshold and has no other offsets and is eligible for leave loading, which will also apply SGC to. So we're just going to save that. That's not a real tax file number. We won't file that. Then we're going to move on to the leave tab. So from here, as a full-time employee, John is entitled to all of the default leave types. So from here, we can assign default leave types, which is annual leave and personal carers leave. So you can see within here, you can drill down into each of the leave types and see the hours that John is accruing. So let's save. From here, we're going to move to the bank accounts tab. And we're going to add John's bank account. So statement text, this is what will show up in his bank statement. So we've got wages, his account name, John Adam, and his BSB and account number. Just an example. Then moving along to the payslips tab. There's no requirement for you to do any setup here. This is just where John will be able to find his payroll, his payslips once he's been paid. So we'll move along to the pay template. Now, this is the template for payroll each fortnight when John will get paid. So from here, we're going to add his earnings type, and we will select ordinary hours because this is where we selected him before. And the calculation type, John is on an annual salary. So from here, we need to enter the hours that John will work per week. As a full-time employee, he'll work 38 hours per week, and his salary is $75,000 per year. Next is a deduction line. You can choose to add any type of deduction, union fees, or lease payments. You can also do social club payments, any type of deduction that John might need to pay for. In this instance, John does not have any deductions. Then we'll add John's superannuation line. You can see that he's picked up that John is a HESTA super member. And we're going to pay John the statutory rate quarterly, and this is the next payment date that John will be paid his super. So select OK. Similarly with the deduction line, we also have the option for a reimbursement line. So if John has paid something that the company needs to reimburse him for, you can enter that all in here. But in this instance, John does not. So I'm going to hit cancel here and hit save. Now you can also edit opening balances, but for this instance, John's a new employee, so we don't need to worry about that. And then there's also the notes tab. So this tab can be used internally for any notes that you'd like to keep on the employee's payroll records, and just so you can keep file of anything that you might need to for John. So now that we've worked through all of the tabs here, John has been added as an employee to the organisation, and he's ready to be paid in our next fortnightly pay run. And we've now covered off our training for today. Any additional payroll resources can be found at Xero's website. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to our support team. Thanks so much for attending today's training session. I hope you've learned something new and are leaving the session with the tools to add your new employees to Xero. Thanks so much.